too tall? No, I think it works. Okay. Well, it is Monday, guys. Look who's back.
Right.
Please tune in and chat with us.
Come on in, chat. Let's talk. Come on, men, engage.
So you're not gonna be boring this time, right?
No, listen. Y'all came for me last time.
That was hilarious, by the way.
For all y'all that said I was boring.
I promise to not be boring this time. Jamie, hey!
What's up, Jamie?
I miss you, Jamie. We have to chat. Well, anyway, as you guys can see, it's not Tyrone. So shout out to Tyrone. He's already gone home for Christmas. Safe travels. And so, you have me, and then you have Mr. Johneri'o, and he's not going to be on the phone, right?
I was looking about topic.
Please do, because somebody needs to know about it. But, yeah, so we have Mr. Johneri'o back. So, we always start with, well, no, you glad to be back?
Yes, I am.
Because that must have been a quite intimidating return.
Nah, it wasn't intimidating.
Did you have to think twice about coming back?
At first, no, not really. At first, yeah.
Hey, everybody, please stay tuned so y'all can talk to us. Okay,
right.
Go ahead.
At first, it was like, nah, for that dude that said I was boring.
I mean, it was one person. And he was a hater.
Right.
Anyway.
Have you been on since then?
No, well, I think we had to block him.
Oh.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah. So, this should be fun. So, definitely share and comment, tune in with us. Definitely share. So, how was your weekend? Or, yeah, how was your weekend?
It was good. Like, I got so many things done.
I know that's real.
I did 2 amazing interviews that you guys listen. Check out. If y'all not following me on Facebook, it's Johneri'o Scott. On Instagram, it's Johneri'o. I have these 2 powerful interviews airing in the next 2 weeks. That's powerful. Like, we going into 2020 powerful.
Right.
So I think you guys make sure y'all check it out.
Okay. So yeah, y'all check that out. He was telling me about it earlier. I want to check them out too.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, let's support each other in 2020, and let's be powerful for sure in 2020.
Right.
So I guess that's so you got a lot done. That was it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I did I relaxed.
Oh well, that's always good.
Yeah.
What are you doing for Christmas and all of that?
Well,
Looking forward to it.
I'm not from Atlanta.
Monk's Corner, King Street.
I'm from South Carolina, King Street, South Carolina. Charlemagne the God is from Monk's Corner, South Carolina. You keep getting that confused.
And you from King Street,
right?
South Carolina,
right?
Okay, I've only ever been to Charleston. Which Charleston was cute. It was like a cleaner New Orleans.
Yes, it is.
That's what it
is.
Me.
You guys, make sure y'all have to check it out. You have to go there.
I went to Charleston Fashion Week there, and it was really nice.
That's awesome. I was supposed to cover it one year, but
they have a really big fashion week. I know it's kind of shifted now. I don't know what they're doing now. Like they just started doing year-round shows and all kind of stuff. But yeah, I volunteered with them for their week one year just to make some connections and all of that, and it was dope. I met a lot of people, like way bigger people than I ever thought I would have met when I went. I just wanted to kind of meet the fashion scene and all that. But anyway,
I think the fashion scene opened up. Open up doors for Charleston because after that, they have the Southern Charms reality show.
Oh, wow. So, I don't watch that. That's filmed out of Charleston?
Mm-hmm.
Dope.
Yep.
I didn't know
right
that.
Right down there in King Street.
Really?
Yeah.
So I got to give King Street a credit.
No, not my King Street.
Oh.
Charleston King Street.
Oh, yeah, you said Charleston. My bad. Yeah. Hey, Merry Christmas.
What about, so Christmas, I'll be here. I do have my best friend. She stayed in Ackworth, her and her girlfriend. I said I might go over there, but they trying to still decide what they're gonna do. So either way it goes, there's nothing like being in your own zone in your room. I mean, your house. You know,
why do you want to drive home?
I'm not driving 4 hours just for
Christmas.
But my mom is in Arizona with my sister. My aunt, my grandmother, that they're gonna be doing their own thing. It's just like I dread that drive.
Yeah.
All the time.
I feel that.
And then I gotta go back. I gotta be at work the next day.
Yeah, and that sucks because me too. This is gonna be the first time I didn't work so much around Christmas, but I didn't want to, you know.
Yeah.
I was just like, whatever, I'll figure it out. But so my weekend, I worked the whole time.
For real?
Like I'm having to use today, tomorrow, Wednesday just to clear my lungs from all the bleach that I probably inhaled over the weekend. Working on stuff, just trying to, well, not trying, but definitely setting the bar for what 2020 is going to be. And I believe I've never went into a year with such a plan. So I'm really excited, even though the plan, you know, you always have to tweak it and all that, but this feels really good. And so I'm even nervous because a lot of, like, even right now in this season, it's crazy for me to feel this way because I feel like a lot of doors are closing actually for me. Like there's become a lot of endings to things. You know, 3 means completion, so I try to like roll with it and understand whatever could be going on. But it just seems like a lot of doors are closing, and rather than me focusing on what it looks like on the natural side, I want to just believe, you know, this is a setup for something much bigger and much greater. And I know that I've sown a lot of great seeds, so I'm not, one thing is different is I'm just not afraid something is not going to work out. So, but what they look like, it's the part that's freaking me out because I don't know. I wish I knew, situation. But right now, if things look, they just look. I don't know what they look like.
It's like a puzzle.
It's like a lot of things are going good, but then there's doors that continue to close on things that's not even just one side. They like it in a different array of things.
Man, I mean, it's just your puzzle. It's like finally coming together, and like the pieces that's not meant to be there, that's like not fitting.
Or the season, you know.
Always
the season just changed. What?
Sunday.
Yesterday. So it's now winter, and normally I don't look for winter to be, you know,
crazy.
But my birthday is coming, and like I said, I just have such a plan, just this fire inside. I just want to see a lot of things happen, and especially when you've been designing for 6 years. I'm going into my 7th year.
7.
Yeah.
The number 7.
Yeah, and I'm just going into my 7th year of design. I'm just like, what does that look like? And one thing that I feel like a lot of people do is they wait on opportunities to always come to them and find them. And a lot of times you have to build them and create them for yourself because, a lot of people say I imagine a life that doesn't really exist right now. But I'm always trying to aspire and get to that. And in my head, it just looks crazy, but it's so good. Like, it'll be a crazy, hard, disciplined journey, but it just, I don't know, I'm kind of excited about it. It's weird.
You should be.
It's weird.
And like you said, discipline, like, it's just...
That's really what it is. But yeah, you have to go out and create the opportunities and create the outside world of what you want it to look like, so. I feel like I'm just doing all this with my hands. Let me calm down, y'all. But I get excited when I talk about my business.
2020.
Yes, 2020 vision. So let me ask you this before we introduce our topic. What does going into 2020 look like for you? Like, what are you doing to prepare yourself to see 20? You know, everybody's saying 2020 now and all of that. What are you doing to like prepare yourself to be successful? Because you, much like me, you work a full-time job and you're doing Let's Talk with Johneri'o, which is a full-time job and a half.
Right.
And on top of mine, you going to school.
Yes. Right now I'm just strategizing everything. I'm just preparing myself mentally because for me, once I get my mind set on something, like it's a wrap. So right now I'm just planning, getting my mind on it. Most definitely just acting as if I'm already in that position or in that mindset. And I'm just putting it all in. Like I just invested $1,000 into my brand for 2020.
Yeah.
So it's just like I'm just putting everything there, and I look at it like this, like, you know, when the frogs leap in the water, so I'm just putting my petals in the water so that when I do start leaping, like, I have something to land on. And if I was to leap and, you know, what I land on gets a little shaky, I'm good.
That's the part that get me, is when it get like
shaky.
Like, you know how you jump on something, it's still that little
Right.
disc before you like really get on your feet.
But when you get on that
woo.
that dish, the only thing that can keep you up is that faith.
Yeah.
So, and then I'm fasting.
You don't know this shit gonna turn over
the days leading into 2020, I always fast because I feel like that.
Most people fast in January and they mess up my birthday because my birthday's on the 26th and they normally don't break that fast till like the next
March?
day. It'd be like like the next day. They do like a 21-day fast at the church that I went to in Birmingham, or that I was a member of in Birmingham. What's up, Tim G?
So yeah, that's all I'm doing. Like, I'm expecting nothing but greatness. So I'm just like jittery, like, all right, come on, 2020, it's here.
I know that.
You know how you about to play double dutch?
Yeah.
And when you jump, it's like, oh shoot. Ooh. So that's what I'm at.
I wish I felt like that. Well, I need to train myself to feel like that, cause it's like I'm still just like, is this the even though I'm making all these choices, it still feel like I'm very, like, I'm writing it all out. This is what I want.
Yeah.
But then when it comes to doing it,
write the vision,
I'm gonna be freaking out. I
don't know. I mean, I have me a planner now, so I'm writing
more.
more.
A planner changed your life.
Yeah, so I'm doing that more. But I've been setting up so many new meetings, like for my photo shoot, my website. I'm finally finishing my LLC, and then I'm starting a podcast. So that's about to be something, and that's totally different from Let's Talk. That's a whole different thing. So it's just like, what? But I really love being busy.
They keep you going.
Mm-hmm.
But see, I have to stop being busy and be productive, because when you are doing so many jobs behind your company, like I am, I just the next day the next person that I have on my team that just works and just I'm gonna fall in love with them.
Drink to that.
Yes, God, because oh my goodness, this team building is so stressful.
It is. It is.
I was blessed early on to have great teammates, but now things have changed. It's like I have to learn people here in Atlanta, and I don't even want to get out and do that. It's like no time. I have to work, do all this stuff, come home, work. I gotta find time, but it's hard out here for a pimp in fashion. It's hard out here for a fashion pimp. So anyway, I should just let you bring up the topic, because I feel like you know much more about it than me. So just basically tell us what happened, and then we can dive into to try to dissect this situation, because I didn't even know this had happened. And I know it happened on December the 11th. But yeah, just tell us, because you know the person's name and everything.
Well, Saucy Santana was walking like a dog, girl, walking like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know none of his music.
For real?
No.
Well,
I just found out about him today.
Yeah, well, he was in the club and got shot at. He got, what is it, grazed?
Yeah.
By a bullet.
So he wasn't really shot. He was just grazed with a bullet.
Well, he shot at, but, I mean, no one knows the people.
They did it? Oh, they don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, Saucy Santana.
And it was like a drive-by?
Mm-hmm. Yep. But, yeah.
Two of his friends were shot, too.
Mm-hmm.
In a drive-by shooting in Florida.
Yep.
And the instance took place near the entrance of a ramp on I-95 from Miami Gardens Drive at 4 a.m. on a Wednesday. So basically they were followed.
Mm-hmm. It's like they trying to do some, what's the people's name? Tupac. Not Tupac, Biggie kind of thing. But yeah, but they said that what caused it was he was in the club being himself, but there were straight dudes there that obviously didn't like his energy, and I guess they were trying to warn him or just let him know, like, bro, like, You trying to do too much.
He was shot in the shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Told the folks to give him a Band-Aid and let him go.
He was saying that on the recording. Mm-hmm. I'm a rapper, like I'm a celebrity. Mm-hmm.
So he yelled at them. They shot at him because he a celebrity. So he didn't even make this seem like a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
So why is this news? Is this fake news?
No, everyone is like blowing it up because they're like, all right, well, it's different sides to it. Some people are saying that's what he get because he's extra, and you know he's a gay rapper, and the way that he was acting in the club.
So he deserved it.
That's what you know how people are, and then you have other people that's saying like that was wrong, like bro, like that was wrong, like.
No, but how do people feel like they have the right to bother somebody because they're a certain type of way?
Of what they, you know, of what you perceive or what you want.
Tim, tell me you got this. We know. What's up, Tim? I'm just kidding. But yeah, so what makes you think that you can shoot at somebody just because they flaming or flamboyant or whatever, like expressing themselves? And he probably was being extra. I mean, let's just.
He is an extra person, though.
I think that's a part of his brand, from what I can see.
You know when we went that night, he was there.
He was at the compound.
He walked right past us saying, "What's up, everybody?" Mm-hmm.
Oh, so he probably was annoying them folks then. But I don't know all the things to the story. But that still don't give you the right to shoot someone on the side of a freeway. Even though I hate to say maybe he set this up himself, but it don't sound far-fetched from this story.
I mean, that can happen.
Somebody give him a Band-Aid. He knew this would make news.
In the video, he was like, whatever, just give me a Band-Aid. Just give me a Band-Aid.
So he in the hospital making a video?
No, he was on the side of the road and someone was recording this.
Oh, so bystanders was recording.
Right.
And this happened in Miami. I feel like
he's from Miami.
I just feel like people nowadays, they'll do anything for attention and fame, so...
Yeah, but if it was not for fame and attention, because he was extra, I believe that it was just people that... I just feel like because people that was in the club that night, you know, of course, the news, they're going to go searching. So they spoke with people that was at the club. And it was like, well, you know, he was extra, but that's him.
Right.
And it's actually a video of him in the club that night and how he was acting, and it was like, oh, that's Santana, you know, like, oh, that's how he.
I think he living for this attention, but the question really becomes, so let me ask you this: do you feel safe to wear some of your more feminine expressions to predominantly heterosexual places?
I think there are more people are.
Or like going to West End Mall with certain things on. Things like that.
Well, I really don't dress flamboyant, really. The only thing I may do is like skinny jeans, but even the dudes, the manly dudes, I wear skinny, so it's like, it is.
Well, are you your most comfortable then? When you're around people like that?
I've become that way because it's like, I think that they're more accepting to it because it's there. Like,
why do they have to be why do they have to accept it?
Because at first they weren't accepting it. You know, when you think about a gay black male or a gay dude in general, it's all like, oh my God, like, oh, he's automatically going to be trying to come after me and all this stuff. I just feel like people still have that perception when they hear gay male. But now, I think it's, like I said, it's more becoming that they're accepting it. Like, it's like, oh, I think they're understanding like, this gay dude is not going to try to talk to you unless you put yourself out there, unless you give them a hint or a sign that you want to play. So
I feel like if I wanted to put on a pink bodysuit and wear it to the most, I guess, hoodest part of town, I should be able to do whatever I want.
Yeah. And
nobody should be able to say things to me, but that is the society we live in. People are going to say things, and now I feel like it's even worse because they not only do it because they hate or fear whatever you're doing,
mm-hmm.
but then people do things for social media and just to get likes and comments and shares. So you just never know what to kind of believe or whatever. And Tim said someone still got hurt. I don't know. Well, the other two people, I don't know what their injuries were, but I do think this particular person is living for this attention, and it did nothing but boost his career, because now you have way more people talking about you than ever knew you.
But it didn't even last
But
that long.
it still was not right and fair.
Right.
And I hope they didn't set this up to whatever. But people should be free to wear whatever they choose. Hell yeah, because you ain't finna tell me what to put on. But I'm just saying, it's sad that still, even in some countries, you can't even be gay, like, and express yourself out loud. So these are really things that I don't even feel like they should be up for discussion. Like, as long as you're not going outside. Then some people, but I guess there's always that gray area, because people always take it too far. I was like, as long as you're not going out there naked, but some people clothes, they basically are naked.
Sure, I feel like if it's gonna be tight, it's crazy. Then why have it closed if you can already see everything?
Because they have to be covered in some type of way, shape, or form. But some people like I said, they take it way too far. Hey, Russell.
Well, cover me.
Let's see. People just need to get a life. Exactly. And worry about their own. Yes. Mm-hmm. And he said right. But at the end of the day, some people do have to feel their safety, because if you think about all the trans murders that have happened over just 2019 alone, that played a lot of part into that.
You know Shauna Brooks?
I heard the name.
Well, Shauna Brooks is big in the trans community. So I'll be interviewing her soon, and I'm going to bring her within the trans community and stuff. Yeah, so.
And the more people we have speaking out about it and how they feel like things are the way they are, then maybe we can do. We have made a lot of strides in the acceptance piece, because it's like, you got big companies now celebrating Pride, everybody celebrating Pride. I think that has shifted a lot of perspectives. And then in our own home communities and stuff, it's just crazy to me how certain people, like, okay, so have you talked to your family about you? Like, and then if you did, what was it, like a small group, a bigger group, what?
Well, my family that I spoke about it, again, my family, if they don't know, I'm sure they know, but I spoke to my family about it in small and big groups. Small groups via text message, because we have so many family text messages. But lately I've been speaking out to, not speaking out, but just talking to my family about, like, what other family members that I haven't really spoken to about it. But it's like everyone is accepting of you. Like, I just feel like people now are, well, I can speak for my family, but and my friends. But I just feel like people are now just accepting. They're more accepting. As long as you're not out here killing nobody, bringing any harm, I feel like they just like, okay, like it's a thing. It's thing like, oh, what else? Like, that news is old.
Because it should be that way. So, do you feel like people should have to do this big coming out situation and all of it? Do you feel like that's necessary?
Yeah and no. I feel like, for one, and I think it's also the person. Because if you're that type of person that's like, I don't care what nobody say, this is me, this and that, cool. You don't have to. But if you are the type of person that's caring, or that really care about what people think about you, and people
like
perceptions kind of, then I think that you should have like a coming out day, or I think so.
Yeah, just make sure you're ready for it.
Right.
I don't know. I didn't necessarily see the big value in telling the world or making this big statement. I feel like as a gay person, you work so hard to accept your own self.
Right.
Then once you do that, and most of us, once we tell our mom and things like that, we kind of just express ourselves as we feel comfortable at whatever stage. But
that's what I did.
People like Billy Porter and people like that who have come out over the year, it at least starts a bigger conversation. People that have that platform and all of that. So, but I did talk to a lot of my family about it, because I was just sick of folks being like, oh, so and so asked me if you're gay. I'm like, why the fuck they ain't never asked me? Shit, I'm a more reliable. I'm
source.
more of a reliable source
Right.
than your ass.
Right.
But they never would ask me things like that, so I had to. Well, I didn't say I have to, but I felt like, let me start this conversation so that when those whispers come, you can just tell them what my answer would be.
Right.
Since they keep coming to you. And that was it. But in that, me not knowing it, but it did liberate me to a certain extent. And it's funny, you have to be careful what you pray for, because I remember we had a Freedom Life group at church, and I wanted to get in it, and I would watch some of the videos and stuff because the class would always fill up. And I learned so much just from that. Just about what it truly meant to be free and to accept yourself. And shit, when you think about it, at the end of the day, you the one taking care of yourself. You the one out here grinding. If you fall on your ass, you the one got to pick yourself up.
Yep.
What people say about you should play. I mean, and they're not, as long as it's not harming you. But about the conversation piece, and I heard this woman, Stormy, on Instagram earlier. She was saying how we have to become emotionally stable to where when people say stuff about us, we know, okay, in one ear, out the other. Right. Like they say, take the meat, leave the bones. Yeah, we're in relation to a fish. You take the meat, leave the bones. In that instance, they're saying, take what you can, take what you need out of that and leave the rest. Like sometimes you just have to extract bits and pieces of advice or a critique or a comment that somebody gave you, and apply what you think you should apply, what you feel convicted to apply, whatever. So
I just think it's dang, as long as you accept yourself.
And that's a hard thing to do, but I definitely think before worry about other people accepting you, you definitely have to do that work for yourself. Because
and you know what? It's crazy because the other day, I was testing a trans, and I just was like, it's a female to male, and I was like, how did you do this?
You asked them folks how they did that.
Yeah. I be wanting to know. I was like, was it hard for you?
I'm
she was like, I was transitioning for 5 years, and a lot of trans, when you hit that 5-year mark, it's like, you're good because the medicine is now really, really working, and for females to male, when females to male, it really takes 5 years for the hair to actually really start coming in and be permanent. She was like, once I start taking my medicine, the hair can't stop. But she was like, it was a process. And I was like, how did your family, come about accepting? Yeah. And she was like, well, my mom, of course she wanted me to be this girly girl, but she, accepted it. And she was like, after my mom accepted it, it was whatever. And then it really helped me accept it. And I was like, wow. She was like, yeah. She was like, so, my mom went from, saying how she wanted me to be this girl, this image, because parents, they have this image.
No, yeah, they do. So and they can fuck you up with that image that they have in their head of you too.
After she overcame that, then she was good. Yeah. The next thing was really, the hardest thing she said was her mom, or her family, but she said her mom accepting her and her accepting her, because she said she's a bartender, and she said she's always on this emotional roller coaster because she's always worried about what someone is saying. She said, she was like, me even being a bartender every day, she said, it's a challenge, but when I leave from bartending, I feel so good. I feel like I'm overcoming, myself. And I just was like, that's awesome. She was like, I deal with it daily. Even though I look like a male and my voice is strong, like a male, but I'm still mentally suppressed. And I was like, wow.
That's so deep.
I said, girl, we got counseling. You need a counselor.
Yeah. And I think people dealing with something like that should definitely see a counselor and all of that, because hell, it was hard, growing into who I am. So I can only imagine. No, accepting who I am is what I meant to say, and growing in how that turned and how that's becoming and evolving, and it's a process, but you definitely have to be patient with yourself, and it's a lot of accepting. Like, you have to accept the whole spectrum of who you are.
Atlanta has helped me a lot.
Really? Mm-hmm. In what ways?
And just like
the brotherhood, I guess, or the community of people that you're around.
The community of people that I'm around, but also just I've become so much stronger, and accepting who I am and just being unapologetic. Like
being who you
I'm
are.
about to curse.
You think it helps to be away from home too? Like so far away from.
Yeah, but even when I went home, like for homecoming, like I didn't care what nobody said. Like I just was really expressing myself. But I've always been a people's person. Everyone always, Johneri'o, this, not. So it's like, I mean, ain't nothing gonna change. I'm just really just more. I just feel more free, I guess.
Yeah.
Like even when I had my conversations with my friends and my mom and my family has even changed. Like I talk about gay stuff and just like it's a regular conversation. It's just so
acceptance is liberating.
Right, it is.
The sooner you free yourself, the better you are. And Fantasia.
I was about to say that.
Tim to my yes, free. Look, Fantasia tried to put us on years ago.
Listen.
And she was talking about a man, but it was so much in that story. Lord, I'm trying to.
What you doing?
I was trying to share this, but I need to just cut it out. But anyway, Tim on his, I don't know what all he talking about. He cutting up. But anyway, y'all be yourself. Get out here and do your thing. Live your life. When you go party, when you just, because you have to live for you. You have to do this stuff for you. Right. And life is so hard. I feel like when you're going through something, it's good to have like an outlet. So I'm so glad that I have my creative outlets that sometimes I can just have to unwind and to just be free.
Right.
Because life is hard and it comes with a lot of complications and it's just a lot of things to deal with that I don't feel like we're necessarily prepared for, specifically as Black gay men. And then you add the layer like, I just be thinking, what would I do without my therapist and God and my mama and like my son even? And, I think, sure, I would have wanted to be stable and have my own home and all of that when I brought him into the world, but it didn't happen like that. But he has helped to push me so much too. And you always just want to be better for your child, so and set them up for better than what you had. But it comes with so much pressure. But pressure makes diamonds. But at the end of the day, Black men are already so traumatized.
Pressure makes diamonds.
It does.
I thought it was like pressure makes what are the things that you have in your necklace? The jewels, the shells that you get out the shell, get out the oysters.
Pearls.
Okay.
No, pearls are made from the ocean.
The ocean pressure.
I guess you consider that pressure, but I know the ocean and the waves and all make it that smooth pearl. Yeah, you do. Okay, let that go. We're gonna let it go. See,
pearls, right? Yes.
Well, we said it, but I don't know if they happen how you said they have it. That fool said they all around your necklace. But anyway, shout out to Tyrone. He is joining us. But yeah, so at what age would you say you felt the most comfortable with yourself?
27. I mean 29.
So now.
Now.
So do you feel like approaching your 30s has anything to do with that?
Mm-hmm.
Or you just feel like applying all of life experiences through your 20s? Your 20s were really like your fuck up moment.
Oh my gosh, like Summer
years.
Walker, not Summer Walker, SZA song about the 20s, 20-something. You ever heard that song? Mm. I wouldn't play it right now, but
don't.
Yeah, but yeah, that Miss 20-something. But anyway, I just feel like this last year, my whole 29th year was just me coming into myself.
Talk to the people. I'll come right back.
Yeah, so my 29th, like this whole 29th year, has just, I said 28 into 29, really was me accepting, becoming accepting of myself. Like, I'm at this point, I don't care who says what. That's why I'm going to do what I'm going to do in a couple of weeks. Or
y'all, I was thirsty. What you gonna do in a couple of weeks? Business wise, or what are you doing?
I'm just coming up with my status.
Oh, so in a couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Like, it's just.
What's the pressure?
It's not the pressure. It's just. Or February. It's around HIV, and it's not for me. It's really like I told my mom, and my mom is really accepting of it. She was like, yeah, do it, but it's not for me. Like, my main purpose of starting my talk show and even wanting to get into the industry was to inspire, empower, and motivate. And I just feel like I was doing that in the beginning when with my show. Then I did got kind of caught up in the fame and how I was just like really popping.
I mean, it does change your life when you're used to it.
Right. So
we've all been through that, but you overcame.
Right, and then it's like, all right, now I just feel like, okay, it's just, I just feel like this has been given to me, or this situation happened to me, so I can continue to inspire, empower, and motivate people.
And to push you harder, yeah.
Right, and then for the last weeks, I've been just on the phone with people and just coming out with my status. They're like, oh my God. And then I would educate them, and it was like, oh my God, like, you have, my homegirl told me the other day, when I first told her, she was like, no, like, oh my God. I said, girl, why you sound like that?
But that old thinking, we still have people come to the door saying, I'm here to get an AIDS test.
And I get so offended when people say AIDS. Like, I really get offended. Like, I really get offended. And I be like, no, it's not. You fight HIV.
But
AIDS
then
is after.
What? So you educate them.
Right.
Because
and
that's
AIDS
needed.
is after. I said
HIV
HIV is
really
like. I be like, HIV is like a cold, and then AIDS is like the flu. If you don't take care of the cold, you're going to get the flu. Bam.
Well, I never heard it explained like that, but it makes sense.
Oh, but that's how I explain it. Yeah.
Because they can understand that you like breaking it down to their level.
Right. So, and then they're like, but back to my homegirl, she was like, oh no. I'm like, girl, what is wrong with you? And she was like, no, so. And I was like, no, this is that, this and that. I was like, and it was since 2015. I said, this is 2014. You didn't know that I'm still here. Like, everything is still,
Well, she did. You educated her, which was good.
Right,
so.
And then I did the same, but other people that I've been just telling it to, but yeah. So I don't want people to think that
it's a good opportunity to educate people, because it's just crazy how people don't even know little bits of information. The one thing, what's the one thing that people always say when you mention PrEP?
The side effects.
Oh my God. And have they taken the medicine themselves?
Right.
Never. You never get one to say, well, no, one time it happened. This man was like, oh, he did this or that to me. Mm-hmm. And then I think really people are totally feeling crazy about it too, because you're taking something for something that you don't have.
Mm-hmm. But
at least when it's birth control, they like, I'm trying to prevent having a baby.
And that's how I bring it to people. When they be like, so why should I do PrEP? I'd be like, because you taking PrEP. I said, look at PrEP as birth control. Like, you don't want to get HIV. No, I was like, you don't want to have a baby. Birth control. You don't want to, contract HIV. PrEP. And they'd be like, oh, what about side effects? I'd be like, so tell me a medicine that you've taken that didn't have a side effect.
Right.
I was like, everything has a side effect, and the side effects are it's based off your immune system, your body. So you can't base somebody else's side effect, because me and my sister, we took this medicine that my mom gave us. She had diarrhea. I just had headaches. But we took the same medicine. And it's like, okay, we both had side effects, but they were different. So, and my brother, he didn't have side effects at all. So it's like, you have to go off that. So I always break that down.
The experience for yourself.
Right.
Yeah. But it's still kind of crazy to take something for something, to prevent something. Especially when you're trying to get men to do that. I think that's crazy. Men need them injections. Mm-hmm. But then I think men too have just got this thinking of, oh, I'll go take care of it when I have to. I don't really go to the doctor before. We don't really have that type of culture where we're always promoting men going to the doctor or even seeing it. But I don't think I saw my dad to go to the doctor a lot. Yeah. Did I? I don't even know.
I know I didn't see my daddy go to the doctor.
But I always went. My mom always took me, so.
He was But yeah, but we do have so many
prevent what you can is what I
straight
say.
men coming in lately. Like I see
Getting tested.
Yes.
So I don't know what's happening, but it is.
I don't know either.
Which is such a positive thing.
Yes. I just be like,
I've noticed that. I noticed that specifically.
But you know what?
Today.
You know what? A lot of them be coming because they been believing that they been having these STDs. But still, at least something getting them there.
What?
Oh,
You rest your hand.
I don't know when I talk. I just.
Yeah. I see, because I keep. I'm like, I'm finna hit his ass and be fast in the beat.
Oh, that's a habit.
No, okay. I'm sorry. I knocked you way off course.
No, I was done.
Okay. Yeah, but that's just crazy to me. And shout out to everybody watching this video. I've been seeing a lot of my Facebook friends tuned in. I shared them. You should have shared it on your page, but I didn't know how to tag you. So.
Yeah. But it said that you, never mind, crazy. It said you were tagged in, and guess what? I was thinking that this is my.
Yeah. Okay. Well, next. So, but anyway, I think it's still an opportunity for us to educate somebody, and even when people getting ready to leave from getting tested, I always give them that little prep handout and tell them, even if you don't feel like this applies to you, you should tell somebody else about it. But I don't know that they're gonna tell nobody, but at least you plant the seed for it to happen.
But again, so many people have been coming in while I'm testing them. They starting the conversation. So tell me about this prep thing. Okay. So I just think that 2020 is just about to be a whole world change. January the 1st at 12 a.m. I just feel like it's gonna be a shift in the atmosphere for everybody, for everyone.
And will they be able to maintain the momentum around the shift? Because it's all good to have that on New Year's Day. It's just, oh my God, life is gonna change. By January the 26th, life has already gotten real for a lot of people. Mm-hmm. And that's my birthday too, by the way, January 26th.
Oh my gosh.
But by then, if it even take that long. But so I would just encourage us all to find a way to keep the momentum throughout the year, because 2020 is going to be a shift. It is going to be all the things that we want to believe it to be. We just got to do the work, because I found that it ain't hard to set the goals and do all that. Mm-hmm. It's hard to keep that momentum going and stay focused. And to our topic tonight is to basically be yourself and accept yourself first. Mm-hmm. And I just think that's just really crazy what happened to Saucy Santana. I would hope that he wouldn't create. I don't know why I keep feeling like he might have created this situation. Right. But maybe he was just being over the top.
Well, y'all have 8 days to accept yourself.
It might take more than 8 days.
Well, you have 8 days to.
Well, we can always work on the process.
Right.
So, what is your 2020? Like, what are you gonna do to make 2020 better than 2019 was? I'm the type of person that I say I don't take L's. I take lessons. Yeah. So everything that I've went through, that I've gained, that I've lost in 2019, I'm just gonna apply it. Everything. I'm just applying it for 2020. Like, I refuse to make, and I'm starting now. I refuse to make the same mistakes that I made in 2020. In 2019 and 2020. I've already started cutting people off. That's all the part of the process.
I've already started.
You gotta prune your trees.
I've already started cutting people off.
Oh my God. You gotta prune your trees, like, ladies and gentlemen.
I am so serious. Like, I don't want anything negative. I don't care if we have a little argument. January the 1st, 2020.
You cut people off because y'all have a little argument.
I don't care if we have a little argument where
this
you
is
don't,
like my favorite
where
one.
you don't understand me and I don't understand you, or no, I'm the type of person I would always try to understand someone. So that would never be. But if you're not trying to understand me and you want to have this argument or be in your feelings, January 1st, 2020, you're cut. Like, I'm just not putting up with that energy.
So you basically just saying you're not tolerating that.
I'm not tolerating nothing. If we can't have a conversation, talk about our issue or our problem, and we are mature adults and get across this, then bye. That just means you're not made to be in my blessed 2020. My blessed 2020 is my year. My blessed 2020.
My blessed 2020.
Right.
That's your mantra.
That's my mantra.
My blessed 2020.
For real. I'm not taking no negativity in. Like, not
Mine is
cut.
You will be cut. Johneri'o is on one. Okay. So my mantra is gonna be level up. All 2020. Yep. And Sierra, I'm gonna listen to that song every day. And that's just go for everything. It's just setting that bar and keeping it that way. Pruning trees a lot quicker. Because sometimes you gotta cut folks off. You gotta see it. Ain't dealing with that. Been there, done that. You look like the same old thing. Bye. And checking yourself, because we have to hold ourselves accountable too, and that's a lot of too with the discipline aspect. Like, I always want these body goals that I obviously don't want enough because I ain't doing nothing to get it. I do kind of watch it and make sure I'm still fitting the same stuff. You know, I do just enough to get by how I feel. Like, I'll, jump up and down every once in a while. Or go for a run, do all that. But as far as like lifting weights and bulking up and eating chicken and rice and all that, I ain't doing that. Not yet. You trying to try me?
No, I'm just no. All right.
It's too cold to be running.
No, it's not.
Not right now.
Well, go to the gym.
I be seeing them folks. I almost said what. Yeah.
I mean,
no, I be seeing the folks running down the street in the mornings and in nothing, and it's like 30 degrees outside. They be still having their little shorts and tank top on. I can't be that type of person.
You have the gym.
I will get so sick.
The gym.
I need to get me a gym membership 2020, so that when the spring comes, I can stop admiring everybody else's body and have one of my own.
I know, gym. I'm like 2020. Y'all gonna be looking at my body.
So 2020, how do you keep yourself balanced?
Just surrounding myself, for one. Well, for me not being
I
around.
said this wasn't gonna be an interview, but I just keep finding myself
right.
questions.
By me not being around my family, and by me just being here, it's really how I would see myself being grounded is keep myself grounded is just setting goals. I would just continue to set goals.
How do you set goals? Do you like have a deadline? Do you?
I have I have a to-do list. My to-do list.
Is it daily, weekly?
It's really based on what I have
going on.
How much If it's not that much.
But you don't have set things that you have to do every day. Like what?
Like for schoolwork.
Okay.
Like
no, but I'm saying like daily for yourself.
For myself.
Like I try to get up every morning and meditate, for instance, but that don't.
Yeah, I did try.
What happens in the shower? And my therapist said that's acceptable. That's like a part of it.
Right. Mine is just praying when I wake up. Like again, the shower, having music, meditation.
Meditation is.
I found myself every morning, whether it's while I'm getting dressed or driving to work, listening to "Overflow" by Tasha Cobbs. Cause that song sets me up like.
It set the tone for your day.
Yes, it set my tone for the like. Just,
that's what I'm talking about. Like, give people some action items because sometimes but for real, you hear these people say all this stuff, and then you like, how the hell do I get there with my own self?
I'm
like, what any bitty little step can I tangibly do to change my life? And one, in my heart, I believe, is just to even get up. Hell, 30 minutes earlier than whatever time you normally get up. Because how we set our day is really important. And I hate, like I already know my day gonna be crazy if I wake up late or wake up just at the nick of time to get ready and start doing what I need to do. No matter what is going on, I feel like I should always still be getting up at the same time. I remember watching Red Table one day and Jada was saying how she eats the same meal every day, she get up at the same time, and I was like, that sounds so boring. But I was like, but I bet she is just so disciplined and all of that in order to maintain such structure. And that's really the part that I have the most problems with is the structure. So, I've been doing a lot of stuff that people tell you kind of like, for instance, Diddy did a YouTube with Paul or something. Anyway, I purchased his book as soon as that video went off. And on Audible, because I want to hurry up and listen to that. It's called The Principles by Paul Dave. I don't know. I had to tell y'all the man name. But anyway, the video is so good. And it's only like 20-something minutes. Well, then I started watching all his videos watching some of his videos on YouTube. And he's telling you practical things that you can just apply to your life and like to get different results. And to just have areas where It's not going to happen overnight, but you can set a plan and a goal, set a deadline, and condition yourself to get to this thing. Like I said earlier, a lot of people really feel like these opportunities are just going to come and hop in our lap and hug us and say, here I am, here, I'm the opportunity. No, it don't happen like that. Baby, a lot of stuff you have to create, especially being a black man in fashion coming from Birmingham. I created things that I needed to see ASAP. I needed to see them things ASAP or I was going to go crazy. But moving here was a big step in that, because having that creative outlet and knowing what keeps you balanced is going to keep you balanced. Yeah. And like a plant, just enough water, sun, soil, all of that. I need to know all those things for my own self. And he kind of teaches in his teaching how to basically, I guess, do that tangibly. That
crazy that you said. It was someone that it was someone that has a lot of awards, and they said that their awards.
Beyonce is somebody who got a lot of awards.
They said that what they do is they walk by their awards every day, or when they wake up, their awards is right there in their room, like a big wall.
Is that narcissistic?
And but listen, they said that the reason they do that is because every day they get up, they want to see what they've done to let them know that there's more
to do. There's more work to do.
There's more. Yeah. And I think that's good because, like, in my room, I have my news articles that I wrote for the newspaper
that's good.
That was good, like framed and everything, and I have them right there. And even when I'm just like, dang, I did that, like something that I never thought I could do or didn't have interest in, I was phenomenal in it. So it's like just having your past achievements as a as that push, motivation, and it also keeps you.
And grounded. You see it whether you want to or not, because when you wake up, you're gonna look up wherever.
Right.
It's funny because upstairs in my place. I have all these jackets much like this. This is actually what inspired this. Is I said I wanted to wake up and just see that stuff every day and see the mantras, and I was supposed to keep rotating them out. And then I started doing paint canvases and writing different things. Like one of them just says outright, I am Daniel Greer. And I needed to wake up and just see that and say that I am Daniel Greer every single day. And it's crazy because this is something that I was telling Aiden, my son, every day. You are, I would every morning he wake up, I am Aiden Greer. And I wish that I had that growing up, because I would have more confidence in would have had more confidence in myself, perhaps a lot earlier, had I had all that already instilled in me. And like I said, black men, little black boys are already very traumatized, and the experiences that we go through are even more traumatizing. And I feel like we should give ourselves more credit. And like we talked about shade last week, stop shading each other so damn hard and give ourselves grace to just be like, shit, if I can't afford no Balenciagas, this man next to me probably can't afford none either. But one day we're going to get there, and it ain't about me saying shading your Zara shoes or your H&M's, because those are kicking kicks nowadays too.
Right.
So, and my thing is, it don't matter what labels you have on. It just matters about how you rock it and how you put it together.
Right.
So, if you really have style, you can go to the thrift store and find a bunch of shit and just pull it together. If you have style. But people that have no style, they have to put all the shit on at one time just to show that they can get these things.
And they just bring it up because they want to achieve.
Well, most of them. I'm not going to say all of them do that.
I just feel like when people shade people, it's just like you're
insecurity.
Let me tell you,
for sure.
Just like I was saying, prime example, and somebody tell me if I'm wrong. Kenya Moore. Kenya Moore, before she did not want to be on the Housewives because her life was just so perfect. When her and her man started having these problems, she's back on Housewives, and she's back being.
When she see the marriage ain't.
And she's
right.
She's
maybe what she thought it was going to be.
Right. So now, all of a sudden, I want to be back on the Housewives. I'm going to accept this contract. Now I'm going to be back shading the people in there.
In the worst way.
You're not happy. So also, I just feel like, I just feel when people, yes. So I just feel when people shade, it don't really bother me because it's like, you're not happy. You just need that little attention. You just need to kick somebody.
And to deflect from your problem.
Right. You need to kick somebody right quick. If you need to kick me to make yourself feel good, okay, but guess what? You kicking me is not going to make me go down. It's going to continue to lift me higher.
Facts.
So, yeah.
Well, I don't imagine they'll say this episode was boring because I actually learned a lot from it. I've been taking my oh, y'all can't see this stuff way up here. But I've been taking my precious time getting all this stuff framed. I at least have written the measurements down and put them in my phone now. Like I took all the measurements yesterday and put it in my phone. I said, when you go out, you need to get frames for this stuff. Not necessarily the canvases because I like the way this looks already, but the magazines and all that type of stuff where, like, I just want to remind myself when I look at this stuff how impossible it was at some point and then it was done. And it's just a motivator and just a push to motivate because I need motivation all around. I need to look up and see these mannequins and no, it has to be around everywhere, and really every space that I go into needs to look like that because it really drives me and pushes me to where I need to be and stay motivated and to stay, I can do this because I know one day I'll be able to do X, Y, and Z, And having a child, it just makes things a little more complicated because you want to make sure you got health insurance and all that kind of stuff, So, yeah. Well, I really appreciate you coming back.
Yes.
I think this was a good episode. So, accept yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Live your life, ladies and gentlemen.
And just be a better you in 2020.
Yes.
And make sure you have better around you.
Yes. Because if you're striving, they got to be doing something too.
Right. Make sure everybody I have a support team. Have a real support team. Have like-minded.
And they should pour into your cup.
Right. It's not even about having a support team. I mean, it's good to have a support team, but it's all about having like-minded individuals around you. I'm about
period. What JT said, period, poo.
Period, poo.
Well, iron sharpens iron, so I always remember that. But I really hope you guys have a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, baby.
Be safe out here.
Happy New Year.
And right after Christmas, you got to hurry up and get yourself on the right track on a planned out track, goal track, to have a blessed, awesome, prosperous 2020.
Y'all better manifest 2020. You can do this. Manifestation of blessings.
Manifest 2020. I think that's a good
Manifest 2020.
Manifest 2020.
Oh yeah, and you guys, it's Happy New Year. So when y'all start sending out these text messages, take the S off years.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Everybody that sent me last year, everybody that said
they was from Monk's Corner.
No, King Street.
Oh, that's what I did.
But it wasn't from King Street. There was just everybody from all over.
And I thought Birmingham people was country, but we don't talk nothing like that.
I was correcting everyone, even people I met in Baltimore and New York and Cali. Happy New Year. Let's practice right now. Happy New Year.
And if he telling you how to talk English, baby, I know that's funny. But yo, peace out. It has been another dope episode of Man Chat Monday.
With Johneri'o.
And yes, with our special guest, Johneri'o Scott. But we will see you next week so we can get our New Year's lives together and get ready for an awesome next season of Man Chat Monday 2020. So peace out, y'all. Merry Christmas.